Welcome back, 8:13 right now. Take a look. This is the second heaviest Burmese python ever caught in Florida. It took 5 men to wrangle this reptile. Mike Elfenbein was hunting in the Big Cypress National Preserve. He was in South Florida last week when he came across this python. He thought it was a gator at first, needed to call in some backup. And he's joining us live this morning. Mike and Cole Elfenbein, great to have you both with us, a father and son duo. Nice to see you guys.
Hey, Amy. You too. Good morning and good day, Orlando. How are you?
So good, thank you. Listen, we are all marveling at this story about this massive python that you and your friends managed to nab. 45 minutes to wrangle this thing. Tell me about it.
It was super exciting, Amy. Thanks for asking. So these guys were complete strangers. My son and I were riding in our truck like we're sitting here today, and we came up on this giant snake in the middle of the road at the same time that the truck coming from the other direction did. And, you know, we're always paying attention. We know there's snakes around. We know there's a lot of pythons. And that day we happened to come across the one of, you know, the once in a lifetime snake.
Oh my gosh. Cole, what about you? Like, were you nervous about trying to wrangle this thing? One of the things that we heard was that this thing, you guys, there was 5 of you on top of it, and this snake was still lifting you up off the ground.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't really get nervous until the snake kind of turned around when we pulled it back into the road and kind of opened its mouth and like it was going to strike at us.
Oh my gosh. It's so scary. So tell me a little bit about like your history of python hunting. Is this something you guys do every year, a first time thing?
No, so I'm no expert. I'm a sportsman. I spent a lot of time in the woods in the Everglades and advocating for conservation efforts. And so we happen to be out in Big Cypress National Preserve as we are on most weekends or free time, and took the opportunity to capitalize on the situation.
Oh my gosh! So what do you get? Like I don't know. Is it python hunting season right now? Are we in the season? Is it? How does that work? Do you have to bring it in somewhere and have it weighed?
So there's professional python hunters that hunt year-round. Those people are paid by the state of Florida, and we're just a couple of guys who happen to be at the right place at the right time. We've caught some pythons in the past. We have some experience in catching them, usually smaller ones. Until that night, our biggest one was about 10 feet 4 inches, and it probably weighed like 50 pounds. This one we caught, and Amy Seawee, a professional hunter, who does this for a living, was gracious enough to come help us dispatch the snake, and she took it to a professional organization, the Conservancy of Southwest Florida in Naples, and Ian Bartosek, their lead python scientist, took all the measurements. They dissected it. They cut deer hooves out of the snake. There was digested deer hooves and skeletal remains. They found 29 pounds of fat on her. So that gives you an idea. She's eating all of our native furry critters, you know, Amy? Yeah. Our deer, our rabbits, our little raccoons and opossums. She had to eat all of those to get that big. And that's really the message I'd love for everybody to take home, is that these pythons are invasive. They're eating our native wildlife. In fact, Amy, last week, a young lady caught one about 12 feet over by you guys in Brevard County.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's scary, and I'm sure, and I love that you're bringing up Cole to understand the importance of conservation and what it means if we allow these pythons to sort of take over. We're going to be left with no other animals in South Florida, and of course they're going to eventually make their way up here.
Well, that's happening already, Amy, and I know it's kind of Orlando to South Florida is not very far, but with the way the world is, everybody's so focused on their own existence, we often don't look out of the blinders. And so 98% of all of the small mammals, fur bearers in Everglades National Park are gone. And Big Cypress National Preserve, where we were at, is experiencing the same thing. We're losing our wildlife. And there's a lot of different reasons, but the python is one of them. And it's something that we should be vigilant of and aware of. But the problem's moving north, and if you have any value as a person, not you in specific, but in general, of appreciation for the wildlife that calls Florida home, recognize that this is a direct threat to their sustainable position on our landscape.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's pretty bad.
Well, we certainly appreciate your efforts. Mike and Cole, thank you so much for taking the time to join us this morning, and congrats on that big catch, 17 feet. Just amazing. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, Amy. Have a great day.
You too.